Welcome to the Maria College Library tutorial, Choosing a Peer-Reviewed Journal Article. Have you ever wondered what a peer-reviewed journal article was? Maybe your instructor told you to only select peer-reviewed journal articles for your sources for an assignment. In this video, we will briefly discuss what a peer-reviewed journal is, how to identify one, and how to find it using Discovery. Let's start on the library homepage in the Discovery search bar. Search peer-reviewed. The first thing to do when you enter Discovery is to sign in. This will allow you to view all of the items available to you as a member of the Maria community. Click on the gray Welcome Guest bar at the top to sign in. Your login is your MyMaria username and password. If you are having trouble logging in, please double-check your username and check that the password is your most current. Once you are signed into Discovery, we can take a look at the results. Since I searched for peer reviewed, the first thing I see is a research starter called Peer Review. Research starters contain background information to help inform you on a new topic. They are usually from an encyclopedia and are not journal articles. This article is from the Salem Press Encyclopedia, published in 2022. Let's look at this one to learn about peer-reviewed articles and the process they undergo to be labeled as such. The short version, peer review is the evaluation of a person's work by other experts in the same field. So why do instructors want articles that are peer-reviewed? If we look at the rest of the entry, we find more detail. Let's scroll down a bit and look at the headings. Professional peer review, criticism of professional peer review, scholarly peer review. Maybe you've heard this term, scholarly peer review. This method is used to try to ensure that the work they accept is of the highest possible quality. The peer review process lends credibility to the author's work. Health professionals use journal articles to inform their practice, so credibility of the study is incredibly important. This is why your instructor wants these types of journal articles. Let's go back. So you may be wondering, how do you find such laudable articles? Well, there are a couple of ways to verify if an article comes from a peer-reviewed journal and is thus a peer-reviewed article. Let's scroll through these results. Notice the check mark next to the words peer-reviewed on this article. This means that the journal this article comes from is labeled as peer-reviewed in the database. In Discovery, we have a helpful filter called peer-reviewed. Isn't that nice? When I add this filter, the search engine takes out the articles that have not been verified as peer-reviewed. Look at this first article, Analysis of Peer-Reviewed Articles in ASRT Scholarly Journals. An article about articles. So easy, right? Most of the time, this is a great way to get peer-reviewed articles. Remember that this is a computer software program dealing with millions of data points, so keep in mind that there may be mistakes. I know what you're thinking. Great, how can I tell the real ones? First, let's take a look at the information about the article. Here's the journal name, published in Radiologic Technology. Now let's open it up and take a look at the PDF. This is the best way to look at an article if it's available. Looks promising. First of all, it looks like an article. It's constructed with a purpose, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion. Structure isn't a fail-safe, but it's a good start. Usually, non-peer-reviewed articles look like magazine articles. Let's go back to our results and remove that peer-reviewed filter. Let's see if we can find one that's not for a counterexample. Here's one. Here's an article that is not peer-reviewed. Is the New Testament peer-reviewed? Take a look at the publication. It was published in Midwifery Today. Let's look at the PDF. The first thing I notice is that it's not formatted as a journal article. There is no structure and it's written like a magazine article with just the text at the top and then an information bio on the author down below. I think it's safe to say this one is not a peer-reviewed article. Okay, so what if it's marked as a peer-reviewed journal, it looks like a journal article, and the publication sounds like one? Is there any definitive way to know for sure? Of course there is. You can investigate the journal directly. Let's use our article, Analysis of Peer-Reviewed Articles in ASRT Scholarly Journals. Take a look at the publication information. And it says it was published in Radiologic Technology. Let's look for Radiologic Technology in our publication section. We can look at specific publications in Discovery. Check out the video Discovery, Searching a Publication in our tutorial library. Here under Research Tools, we can choose Publications. Once we get to Publications, we can search for the journal that we're looking for, Radiologic Technology. Discovery is letting us know that it is marked as peer-reviewed, but I want to look at the journal, so I'm going to choose CINAHL. All right, here are the publication details for Radiologic Technology. I can see the publisher's information, American Society of Radiologic Technologists. It's been published since 1965. It is an academic journal, and it is considered peer-reviewed by the database. That's really helpful. You can also do a web search for the journal name. So let's start by taking the journal name and looking for Radiologic Technology. And let's also include the American Society of Radiologic Technologists as the publisher to help us narrow down our web search. First one is American Society of Radiologic Technologists. Here we are on the publisher's website. Each publisher will have a way to see information about the journal. In this case, since it's a society, it's here under News, Research, and Publications. We're going to go to Publications. These are the 4 publications that ASRT has. Here's the one we're looking for, Radiologic Technology. This bi-monthly scholarly journal features peer-reviewed research and practical columns spanning the radiological sciences. That sounds pretty good. Here's something to notice, though. This one says that it features peer-reviewed research, so we know that the articles in the journal are peer-reviewed, and then it says it also includes practical columns. Now, practical columns are usually written as opinion pieces or as helpful tidbits and are not considered peer-reviewed. They are not peer-reviewed research. They are columns written about the topic by professionals in the field. The Radiation Therapist says it also has peer-reviewed research. These other 2, however, don't specify that they have peer-reviewed research. Let's look at ASRT Scanner. This bi-monthly news magazine covers the society and includes information for and about medical imaging and radiation therapy professionals. This tells me that if I was looking at a Scanner article, I would know that it is not peer-reviewed. That's about as definitive as we can get with our resources. Next time you're asked to get some peer-reviewed journal articles, you know what to look for. Don't forget to visit our video tutorials library and to book a research appointment with a librarian if you'd like some research help. And as always, please send your questions to library@mariacollege.edu. Thanks for watching.